Hi guys, welcome to Code Artisan Lab. This is our 28th video for Django e-commerce website, and in this video we will implement two things. First of all, we will create checkout page, and then we will implement the PayPal with Django PayPal package. Okay, so we will implement these two things in this video. Till now we have created the we have created till the cart section, and we are adding the data, and we are doing all the things, filtration, brands, category, all the things. And in last video we have created the user section, login, we have implemented login, sign up and log out. Now we will implement checkout. So the first task is to create a checkout page. So when we click on this, okay, and then we click on this. Here we have added the product in our cart section. Now when we click on this checkout, then it will show the summary of the cart, and then we will click on the button and it will redirect to the PayPal. So let's create the checkout page. So I will copy this cart page. So main, templates, cart. I will copy this cart page and change this with checkout.html. Okay, the only difference is we will not allow to in the checkout page. Let's create this. I will i will explain you in the checkout when we have created the checkout page. So here we will define the URL. Still we have not created this URL, but we will create this soon. So here we have checkout. Okay, now let's create the let's open the urls.py file, urls.py file here, and open our checkout page path. I'll copy this, and now I will change this with the checkout, and here checkout. Okay, and now we will create the view in which we will render the checkout HTML file. I'll copy anything, any easy thing. Let's copy this search. Okay, here, and here we will implement checkout. This is checkout page, and here we will add checkout, and this will render the checkout HTML. Okay, and here we will pass the card data. So what we will pass here, we will pass the card data, we will pass this. So copy, and here we will paste it. Okay, so here we need it checkout.html. I will remove this. Okay, so we have a data, we have total items and all the things. Okay, so okay, so this checkout page will be rendered only if the user is logged in. So what we will do here, Django provides us the decorator. So what decorator will do, we will see this. So Django dot dot auth dot decorator, and we will import login decorator. So what it will do, so if user try to open the checkout page, then it will redirect to login if user is not logged in. And how we will use this, we will just simply, here we will define this login required. So this checkout will be without authentication you can't open this checkout page. Okay, so now in the we have defined this URL, and in urls.py we have defined the checkout, and in the view we have created this checkout. Now let's open the checkout.html page. We don't need the input type, we just need this number, because we don't want to edit the things in the checkout page. Okay, so let's refresh the page here and click on this checkout, and it will redirect to the login. Okay, So after the login, it will redirect again to the checkout page, and here it is showing the things. But we also need to remove these buttons. Okay, so we will remove these buttons. Okay, so now in the here now we are in the checkout page. Here we will place the button pay. Okay, so we will change this button payment. Okay, so in the next section, in the next section we will implement the payment thing. Okay, in the last section we have created this checkout page. Now in this section we will implement the PayPal payment. So for implementing the PayPal, we will take help from the Django package, Django PayPal. Okay, so with the help of this package we will implement the PayPal payment. So what we will do, the first thing we need to do, we need to install this PayPal package, Django PayPal package. So pip install Django PayPal. Okay, so this will install the Django PayPal package. This command will install the Django PayPal package. So I have already installed this, so that it is saying that requirement already satisfied. Okay, now we will run the server again, pymanage.py run server. So for implementing the PayPal things, what we need to do, first of all we will open our project level settings file. So here we will open our project level settings file and url.py file. So in the settings file I will implement the I will add the thing. So in my test section I have already implemented that. So I will open that, and from yes, this settings.py file, you need to paypal.standard.ipn. Okay, after installing that, you need to add this package into the installed apps in our app, in settings.py file. Okay, after implementing this, you need to define the receiver email, that this is a merchant email, that we are paying to this email ID, we are paying to this merchant from the website. Okay, and PayPal test equal to true. If you are using the production level, then you can use test false. Okay, and here you will add your business email ID. So I'll copy this and add in our settings.py file. Okay, so this is the first thing we need to do after installing the Django PayPal package. And then after, for the URL, we need to define the URLs. So here we need to define, okay, so we don't need to define the project, we don't need to edit the project level settings. Actually we need to open the app level URL. So we will open the app level URL file from here, and we will copy this PayPal. Okay, let's copy this all and implement this in our urls.py file. Okay, the first is PayPal, that is from the package we are importing, and the second one is a process payment. In this process payment we will define the button. Okay, and this is payment done. In this payment done, after successful payment we will redirect on this page, and this is payment cancel. So whatever the reason, if payment has been cancelled, then we will return to this page. Okay, so we need to define all these four URL in the urls.py file, and also we need to define these three in our views.py file. Okay, so first of all we will define the process payment. So process payment is nothing but we need to create a form. So we will create the form in our checkout page. So here we will define process payment. Okay, so here we will define process payment. So process payment is what? Let's see. We will open the views.py file that I have already created here. So this is our order ID, because we are not inserting the data in our table currently, but we will insert in the next video. We will create the order and all the things, and we will get this order ID from our database. Currently I have defined this just a number, okay, and host is our current host, and this is the data that we need to send to the PayPal form. So this is the business email that we are getting from our settings, and this is the amount, item name, that what is the item, invoice number, currency code, because PayPal have PayPal accept lots of currencies. You can see the list in their official website. This is notify URL, okay. We don't actually we didn't use this URL. We don't need this URL. We need this two URL, return URL and cancel URL. So we will implement this two URL, okay. So and then we will get this PayPal payments form from the package. So here we have the package, okay. And because PayPal send the post request to this payment done and payment cancel, so that I am exempt the CSRF token, okay. Because if you not exempt, then Django will show the error. So that I am using the CSRF exam, that I am importing from the views decorator CSRF, and from the config I am importing settings, and from the URL I am importing the reverse, so that we will redirect it to the return and cancel URL, okay. So this is the thing. So we will copy all this thing from views, and we will paste it here, okay. Not, we don't need this, we will copy just this thing, okay. Now we will pass this form to the render page, okay. So let's pass this form, okay. And now we will get this form in our, okay. So we need this two things, payment done and payment cancelled view. So I will copy this payment done and payment cancelled view from my already created things. So here we have a payment done and payment, so we need this payment success and payment fail HTML. So let's I will also copy from the created thing template, from the templates, and here we have payment fail, payment success. Copy this, and we will copy this in our templates folder. So here I will copy this, and let's make it proper design. And so I will, what I will do, I have a this, I will check this, okay. So I will copy all the thing, and here we have a payment success. So let's say we will copy this checkout, copy payment success. So here we will implement this, and I will remove the table, I will remove the table, and just add a message, just add a message, payment success, okay. And simply I will copy this, and in the payment fail I will implement payment failed, okay. So we have defined our URLs, and according to the URLs we have defined our views, and here we are created this form. We will see this form how it will look, we will see this soon. And we have defined this success and fail, okay. So let's try to see this in our, one thing more we need to do in the checkout.html. In the checkout.html we need to, here we have a payment. So in this payment section I will load the form. Which form? That is, we are sending to the sending from the checkout view, so this form, okay. And we are already passing all the data, okay. So after implementing this PayPal section, in the next video we will implement this from the database. Like we are currently we are sending the static data, but in the next video we will implement when we will implement the order things, order items, then we will send this dynamic from the database. Okay, so let's go to the we don't need this. You can read the documentation from this official page. Now let's refresh this page. So this will take some seconds because it will render the payment button. Okay, so we are not connected with internet, so we need to connect this. Refresh this page. Okay, so we will refresh this again. It is not connected. Okay, why it is saying the error? Oh, okay, let me check this and I will back in a second. Okay, so it was not working because we have not defined this reverse settings and all the things in our view, and but we are using that. So we need to copy this and we will implement this in our view section. So I hope you are understanding all the things. If you have any inquiry or anything, then please add in the comment section. I have just already created the things and I am just explaining the things and copy and paste here the data and explaining everything. So it was showing the CSRF thing, so that now it is showing the include. So we need to fix the include. So what we will do, so from the URLs here, we are here using the include, so we need to also import the include package from the URLs. Okay, so now here you can see that modules main.view has no attribute process payment, so it is saying that process payment. Okay, so here we can see that, so we don't need this actually, because in the process payment is actually working in our checkout page. So here we will refresh this page. Now it is working and we need this thing, so we will refresh this and it is nothing showing. So what we will do here, so we will go to the checkout page here and we are passing this form, and this form I will show it in the URL in the cart. So here it is showing here this is a checkout page and this is the form. So let's see this and I will see that. Okay, so it is form if the card data in session, so that it will show the form, else not. And we are saying setting the things, payment done, payment cancelled, we have already defined in the URL. Payment done. Okay, we need to we have a host, we have everything, so why it is not showing the form? Okay, let's restart the server. Refresh the page and here it is saying something. Okay, so after setting the things in our views.py file, here in the checkout we have implemented the form and all the things. So what we need to do, we will show the form. So for showing the form we need to add this attribute form.render. Okay, so this will what it will do, when we go to the checkout page, then it will show the buy now button. Okay, and from here our PayPal process is start. So when we click on this, so we have to I have implemented this with our PayPal sandbox account. So you can create the PayPal sandbox account. You can simply search PayPal sandbox. For creating the sandbox account you need a individual account. Okay, so I have already created the individual account, and in the sandbox what we need to do, in the sandbox just log in that and you can implement the things, like I will open this with, okay. So I have logged in and now I have created these sandbox accounts. So this is personal and this is business. So from personal you will send the payment, and from with the business you will receive the payment. So in our PayPal, in our if you remember that we have in the settings file, I have added the business business email here. So I have, you can create multiple sandbox account according to your currency or according to your country. Okay, so and that country should be accepted, the currency should be accepted by the PayPal. Okay, so after creating this, what we need to do, I will, when click on this, okay, I will log out from here. Okay, this is the simple process. You can simply create the PayPal account into your personal PayPal account, then you will be able to create the sandbox account. Okay, so when we click on this buy now, when we click on this buy now, it will redirect to the payment PayPal checkout, and here I have copied this data, and I'll copy this. Okay, I have already logged in, so it is showing the things. Okay, so here, so you can pay the PayPal balance, all the things, and after the pay now, after it is processing the payment things. So here you paid 123 USD and returned to merchant. Okay, one thing more we need to remember. Okay, so here it is redirected to the payment done page. So payment success. Okay, so we have implemented the checkout and we have implemented the PayPal. In the next video we will implement the order, we will save the card data, and after payment success we will delete the data from the session. Okay, and one thing more we need to do here, because we are using the PayPal, so we need to remove this RS, and we will add the dollar. Okay, so I will add this dollar, I will replace this rupees in a dollar, and then I will update on the GitHub. You can do it your own self. Okay, so thank you so much for watching this video. If you have any query or anything, then please ask in the ask on my email, or you can add in the comment section. Please like, subscribe and share this channel as much as you can. And if you really like this video, really enjoying this video, then here I have created the Patreon. Here you can donate me some amount or something on a Google Pay or a Patreon. Okay, and here I have uploaded the all thing, uploading all the code on GitHub, so you can download all the source code. Okay, so thank you so much for watching this video.